Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a bathroom makeover on a budget. I'm making over these like oak colored builder grade cabinets. It's gonna turn out so beautiful. If you haven't seen how we did this, then you're definitely gonna wanna stay tuned so you can see the process. This is what they used to look like when we first moved in. We did do this back several months ago, and I'm just now putting together this video for you guys, so I do apologize for that. But it is here, and I hope you guys enjoy this bathroom makeover. It's super easy and super budget friendly, so I hope you enjoy and you'll get some good tips and tricks.
I've been told. They never seem to leave my mind.
So the first step is obviously to take all the hardware off, and I highly recommend getting one of these Craftsman rechargeable screwdrivers. They're amazing. We got this one at Lowe's. I'm gonna try and find it for you and link it, but I feel like every female and every male needs one of these in their lives. We use this all the time. It's amazing. You can recharge it, and it helps us out with so many projects. Hey, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. It's a free and easy way to help support my channel so I can keep making content like this for you. The next step is going to be sanding. So we did this the kind of old-fashioned way, I guess. I see a lot of people not sanding their cabinets and kind of just like maybe deglossing them or just doing like chalk paint, but ours were really shiny. They had a very thick, shiny lacquer on them. So what we did is we first went in with some 80 grit sandpaper to kind of get that gloss off, and then we went in again with 120 grit just to smooth out the grain. And then as you can see here, I have some handheld that I'm just really getting the edges really good and just making sure that it was all really smooth and there was no scratches. So we did purchase a router for this project, and this made such a difference for us. I got this at Lowe's, and then they have all kinds of different design bits that you can get, and I do not know much about them. This is the one that we have, and on the packaging, and I don't have it anymore, I'm really sorry, but on the packaging, they do have like what the design will turn out to look like, so you'll look for that to kind of see what you want your edges of your cabinets to look like. That's how I picked this bit. And then this is what it does. So my husband is just routing the edges of the cabinets right here. It literally takes 60 seconds a cabinet. It's so quick and easy, and it makes a world of difference. It just gave them a little bit more of a decorative edge and just made them stand out and pop a little bit more.
Is it just me, or is it hard to agree with what you're trying to explain?
We can also set this to different depths, so we could go in and make the design go in further, or we could make it not as deep. So we kind of played around on some old cabinets that we had. You could always play around on like an old board or something and kind of see what you like best before you actually go in on your cabinets. That's what we did, but as you can see, it is super easy and it just makes such a difference.
We can go for walks, stroll down the city park, and maybe
And this is what the edge looks like now that we have routed it. And I'm gonna show you a side-by-side so you can see what it looked like before and then what it looked like after. And like I said, that literally took 60 seconds.
no matter the place or time, oh, I like when you're whispering and really listening. Not too much fuss, so keep it easy. We could sit and
Okay, so for step 3, you're gonna wanna get a really good paint. I went with this Valspar Cabinet and Furniture Paint, and I went with the color Repose Gray by Sherwin-Williams. I love this color, it is beautiful. This clip is really old. I have really long hair in this clip because I did have extensions in. I think this was back in like February. So it's been quite a while, but we did have to sand down like the framing of our cabinets as well. So that was kind of a dusty project, but he just brought the sander in and sanded them down, and then I just vacuumed up all the dust. and then I went ahead and painted the frame. And it was really easy. I did go ahead and use painter's tape and just tape off around, that way I didn't have to worry about getting paint on anything. And then as you see, I have a little paintbrush and a roller. That paintbrush I use to get into kind of tight spaces and up around the edges, and then I use the roller to kind of smooth out the finish. It didn't take me long at all to do this. I did end up doing 2 coats on each vanity. So we set up a little station in our basement for me to paint because this was a long process. So as you see here, I have a paintbrush. I kind of went over and got the edge and got into all of the little grooves since we did route them. And I wanted to make sure that the paint got in there really good. And then I had the little roller as well. And I painted a thin coat on, and then I let that dry for 24 hours, and then I would come down the next day, flip it over, paint the other side, let that dry for 24 hours, flip it over, and repeat the process. So each side got 2 coats, so it took a total of 4 days to paint them, but the time was worth it because they look so good. And you will see coming up, I did a really close-up picture of the paint so you can see just how beautiful they actually are in person. It's been holding up so good. So we did this in February, so it's been, let's see, February, March, April, May, June, July. It's been 5 months. We use our bathroom every day, obviously, so they do get a lot of use, and we haven't had a single issue. I've washed them or, you know, cleaned them with cleaners, and they've gotten products on them, and they get opened and closed all the time, and they haven't chipped or anything. So they've been holding up really good. I'm really happy with the quality of this paint, and I'm really happy that we took the time to do this the right way. So remember the before, this is what they look like, and now the after. I think it made it so much lighter and brighter in there. I love, love, love how they turned out, and it was such an easy project. It really was. The most time-consuming part was just having to wait and let the paint dry in between coats, but otherwise, it really wasn't that bad. So all in all, total, I would say this probably cost us around $250 just because we had to buy the router, the bit, the sandpaper, and the paint, and then I did have to buy all the paint brushes and stuff. If you already have some of that stuff, then it will obviously cost you a lot less. But $250 versus new cabinets is way, way, way cheaper. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Drunk, I've never seen you clearer than now. We're flying high.